Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Nawat coming at you with another lesson. I want to entitle this lesson, Things Are in Place to Bring Out the Motb. And as you should know, the Motb stands for Mark of the Beast, which is a major prophecy written in the book of Revelation chapter 13. And this is a prophecy that we're looking to see come out real soon. Now, as you should know, the wars around the world is ramping up. There's the Israelis over there shooting rockets on Iran. Iran is retaliating. In other recent news, you had Ukraine sending drones into Russia, taking out over like 41 different bombing planes and blowing up a bridge, which, you know, we know they didn't have that kind of technology or that type of capability. NATO is definitely in it. So these wars are definitely ramping up, and we know that World War III is coming. But before World War III comes to pass, everything has to happen in order. Like, for example, Jacob's trouble and the Motb, those prophecies have to kick off. Now, Jacob's trouble, we're already in the beginning stages. You see all of the protesting and the uproars of the people happening all over the world. It's just in the beginning stages, but it's about to get way, way worse. And of course, the Motb, which is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID CHIP, okay, that digital device that they want to put in your hand or in your head, and they already proved that they have it. It's already been proven. It's out. People are using this technology now. They've been putting these brain CHIPs in people's brains and in their heads. You can link it up digitally to computers. So therefore, you can use it to buy or sell anything that's digital. Can be linked into the digital system they already got out. As you know, you got the chips in your credit cards and in your bank cards. You just tap. You can tap to pay. You can tap your phones. The technology is already here. It's already in place. See? And it has to come out because it's the Lord's prophecy. And we're getting really, really close. Really, really close. Now, from there, I just want to play a couple of videos and maybe bring out a little bit of information and then get some scriptures. Now, the first video clip I want to play is about that new system, that Palantir system that they're using to link the databases together, which some people are not liking because, this system is able to pull data from all the systems and merge it into one. And first let me get the video, and then I'm gonna get into it. Play the video first. All right. There we go.
Palantir is an AI data analytics company. They use artificial intelligence to look at vast amounts of data and create insights. Palantir now has contracts with 4 departments and agencies and is talking to even more. And these federal departments and agencies will use Palantir products to gain insights about their vast amounts of data. And because they're all using the same software, the data can be cross-referenced. Someone can look at...
Hey, like we always been saying, they're going to have all your information connected to that chip. See, only thing you need is to tap that C-hip on the terminal, and it will instantly know who you are and have everything about you. Your health information, your financial information, your tax information, everything, all on that chip. One thing it has to do is access that system. And you can see this system right here is already, this Palantir is linked into 4 major systems. And they said even more systems. So they already putting things in place to lay the foundation for this whole thing to work. Let me continue.
One person and see their data from Treasury, IRS, Social Security, and Health and Human Services. Palantir is going to maintain an enemies list with all of the federal government's data in one master database, in one system wielded by Trump and then J.D. Vance. And the right wing is cheering for it. This is the state of the country. I've been warning about this now for years.
Hey, and the people dealing with MAGA, they down with anything. Anything Trump wants to do, they with it. Okay, they're not even looking at the consequences of anything further down the line other than what they say. They say this is good, we need it, they cheering, yeah, let's have it, let's get it. But they don't understand, hey, these systems is ultimately is going to give them total control. And people are going to wake up to that fact when it's too late. And we've been telling you through the spirit and power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that this system that they want to come out with the Motb, this thing is going to ultimately be set up for control, total control. That's what they want. They already got all the money. There's nothing left but to physically control the people. See? What you can buy, when you can buy, how you can buy, how much you can buy. All under the control. Freeze your C-hip. You can't use it. Deactivate it. Reduce the amount of credits or whatever they want to call it on there. This is total control. See? That's what the system. That's what things are moving towards, because the Motb has to come out. Let me get this next video clip, and you hear this guy. He's the insider talking about what they've been planning on doing, and we've been bringing it out through the spirit. Let me play it. One minute. And this information is just going to continue to come out because it's that time. All right. There we go.
We in June! They never talk about the nature of this CBDC. What is it actually going to look like? They never talk about that. Right. But I heard one European central banker tell me what it's going to look like. He saw it. He was invited to one of the old central banks in Europe that are very much promoting this, and they showed him. And he's a top executive director of another central bank in Europe, and there's no reason to believe that he was telling me a story. And it was around this large and would be implanted under your skin. So that is the plan. Right. And of course that has other implications on top of what we've mentioned, on top of the control aspects, because that actually enters your body. My view violates human dignity, and can be then used for even in terms of functionality beyond the monetary and economic transaction purposes. So highly dangerous, and definitely something we have to oppose. And so using cash is one of the things we can do to make sure that the hurdle will be higher for the central planners to introduce the CBDC.
Ain't no microchips. It's June.
It's clearly micro C-hips. all over the place. The technology is out. The technology has been proven. Like I said, they already got the C-hips in the card, in your credit cards, and your bank cards. Technology is already here. It's in your phones. See? NFC technology. See? Near field communication. These devices and this technology is already here. So for anybody to say, like the bishop here you see on the screen, he said that the Motb is sin. That's crazy. If it was sin, nobody would make it, because everyone has sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Most High. That doesn't make any sense at all. It has to be something that links in into that digital system. See? And everything is being put in place. Elon Musk and the crew wasn't in there with Doge. And then all of a sudden this Palantir system comes out. All of this was already set up. They've been planning all of this stuff. This has been planned for years. See? But hey, now that we at the end, hey, it's about to come out. We're at the end of this thing. See? And anybody who don't believe it's coming or they don't see it, hey, they just don't see it. The Lord is not working with them. I believe I pulled up this word Palantir for that system that they already got tapped into all of the different databases. It says Palantir stands for Astronomical Telescope. Says Laurel Observatory using a main mirror with spherical curvature, has the acronym Palantir. This stands for Precision Array of Large Aperture New Telescopes for Image Reconstruction. It is meant to reference the far-seeing stones in the Lord of the Rings. And if you've seen any of those movies or read any of those books, those things are steeped in witchcraft. So it's no coincidence that these devils decided to call this thing Palantir. That AI system that they're using to tap into these databases with everybody's information. It says, what does the word Palantir mean? It says farsighted. It says Tar Palantir was the 24th ruler, a Numenor of the last of the elf friends to the rule the nation. And this talking about that Lord of the Rings stuff. It says his name is a compound of Palin, far, meaning far, and the form of Tyr, which is to watch. So far to watch. See? Like an all-seeing eye, basically. Knowing everything, having all of the information in one spot. Pulling information from everywhere, basically. It says, and was translated as far-sighted. See that? Or he that looks afar. So it's no coincidence that they named this system Palantir. And like I said, this system, they already got it out. They're already using it. It's going to be able to tap into all of the systems with everybody's information. You might have your health information over here, your tax information over there, your financial information over here, your banks and all of this. It's good. This system pulls all of that data and it's going to be able to put it in one spot. You see how easy they're going to be able to have a tab for every single person? It's going to be linked into that C-hip, the RFID C-hip. They're going to have everything on you and know everything about you. See? And with that, total control over everything you do, everything you buy, when you can buy, if you can buy, how often you can buy, how much you can buy. Total control. Shut it on, shut it off. All in their power. So anybody who decide, hey, you want to take this thing, hey, you're going to be destroyed. See? And we're going to get into that. It's not worth it. You see? It's clearly not worth taking this thing because ultimately you're saying you linking up with this devil in this system. You down with him instead of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So with that, I want to get into a few scriptures here. I want to start out in Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 7. Because we in that time now. We in that time. Either you repent, return to the Lord, and you're going to get caught up. Then you're going to get destroyed. And the Lord's vengeance. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. See, you can't put this thing off. Either you down with the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or you down with the world. Like I always say, you can't have one foot in the world and one foot in the truth. Either you in or you out, because the Lord is looking for the true worshipers, the true believers. If you're not one of them, hey, you hit. You might as well go ahead and get hipped up, and then the Lord is going to destroy you. So this is not the time to be playing around. We see everything happening. Everything is happening right about now in the world. The wars, the rumors of wars, the uproars of the people, everything that the Lord said will be happening in the last days. We're now seeing it. We're seeing it everywhere we looked. We're looking, and all of the technology, like I said, is here for the Motb. It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. See, all the ones who say, hey, you know what? I can't eat. I'm just want to be down with the system. I'm going to go ahead and get in the C-hip line and get mine. Well, in your security, you in this system, you buying and selling, which they're controlling you anyway, you're going to go down with it. In your security, thou shalt be destroyed. See, because the Lord is coming. The Lord is coming back angry, and anybody who's take that thing, he's going to destroy and perish in the day of vengeance. And that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want. That's why we're warning you. Through the spirit and power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we're going to continue to push these prophecies over and over and over. Hey, you can't hear this truth enough. Faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. And right about now, if you don't have faith, you through. You must have faith in order to make it through what's coming. Now from there, let's get to prophecy real quick. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. This all links in. This is why that's why everything is digital. That's why they're dealing with Bitcoin, CBDCs. Everything is digital. AI. All of this links into the Motb. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 60. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which is the charagma, that RFID C-hip, that physical device that they want to put in your hand or in your forehead. See? And it don't matter if it's not in no spots. If it's in you, you took it, you down, Lord gonna destroy you. See? Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, see, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It says that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that he that causeth all is talking about these devils, these Edomites, the ones that's ruling, the ones that's in the top wicked elites. See, this system is what they have set up and that they want to bring out. But it's all through the spirit and power of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's ultimately the prophecy of the Lord. See, this thing has to come out. It's over everybody. Because the Lord's words is over everything. When he says something, it's done. It's final. So you best believe this prophecy is coming. And see, if people who's weak, you don't have no faith. See, you've been hearing all the wrong things. It's an embargo, sleeping with white women. See, it's sin. It's a picture of Caesar Borgia. All of these different lies and all these different false doctrines gonna get a lot of our people destroyed out here. That's just the bottom line. And the deceived and the deceiver are his, as the scripture says. This is Revelation chapter 14. And this is what's going to happen to all of the ones that take this. We telling you, don't take it. Revelation chapter 14 to verse 19. It says, and a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right and in his hand, see, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. And that's exactly what you don't want. You don't want to drink of the wrath. You don't want the wrath of the Most High. You don't want to drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. He's going to pour out full anger on you, everyone that took this thing. See, and as the scripture said, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hand of the living power. See, it says, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger. And you best believe it's going to be bad, because it says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. You're going to be tormented in that fire. See, the Lord can make a second seem like a hour. He controlling everything. So you best believe it's just nothing you want to experience. It's nothing you want to get weak and decide to go with this devil in this system. This is something that you resist. And the Lord going to put the spirit on his elect to not take it no matter what. If you're the elect, you're not going to be down with this thing. You're not going to do it. That fire and brimstone is that thermonuclear destruction and the lasers coming off the chariots. It's nothing going to be but pure fire down here coming real soon. And the ones of our people who didn't heed this message, they was ignoring it. They was listening to all the wrong doctrines, or they didn't even care what it was. And they went on ahead and took it. They're going to be destroyed. Now from there, let's get this. Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. Hey, you definitely want to keep the word of his patience by keeping his word. See, believing in him, trusting in him all the way into the end. Understanding that his word is life. His word is truth. See, and all the ones of our people that don't have his word, they're going to be through out here. They're not going to have nothing but this devil in his system. And those are the ones that's going to be not only tempted, they're going to fall for the temptation. And they're going to be taken, and they're going to be getting in that line. They're going to be getting hipped up. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And the hour of temptation is talking about that trial, that test when the Motb comes out. When it comes out, it's going to come across the whole world. See, it says, which shall come upon all the world. See, to try them which dwell upon the earth. So the hour of temptation is coming out in the form of the Motb, which is the RFID CHIP. That thing they're going to be demanded and everybody get. It's going to be mandatory. The only ones that's going to resist and not take it is the elect of Israel. Everybody else is going to be down. They're not going to have no alternative. They're not going to see no other way out. And that's the last position that you want to be in. You don't want to get destroyed by the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You want to heed this message, get this word in you. See, and ultimately believe in the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and trust in him. Because if you are the elect, you're going to be trusting in the Lord. You understand that the Lord has power over everything, all of the food, the elements, everything, the water, shelter, everything that you need, the Lord's going to provide in that day. And can't nobody outdo the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. He controls everything. So it's all about faith. It's ultimately, are you of the elect? See, that's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. You want to be of that number. You do not want to be one of the ones that ultimately fold and cave and take this thing and take this mark. Now from there, let's close out in Romans chapter 13 and 11. This is the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than when we believed. Man, if you don't see that, you don't see that the Lord is close to coming, you just don't see. You're not watching. You've been blinded. Because everything is happening in these last days that we living in that the Lord said to look for. The earthquakes in diverse places, the wars, the rumors of wars, the pestilences, the places getting hit by plagues, floods, droughts, you name it, tornadoes, hurricanes, all of these things at an all-time high. And we see these things and we bringing it out through the Spirit and we lining it up with the prophecies of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. See, we know we at the end. We see all of the signs from the Lord, the lunar eclipses, the solar eclipses. See, the Lord is giving us signs in the heavens. All these blood moons. All of these are signs from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that we're in the last days. And we waiting on a few major prophecies. See, the Motb, it's got to be made, be made mandatory. And as I just went over in this lesson, they got all things set up. They got all the technologies in place. The technology is here. The technology is in place. All the thing it takes is for them to put the final pieces together. Because ultimately, this dollar is going away. They're not going to keep this dollar system. They can't control you and track you and monitor you as well if you're just using paper dollars. So that they getting rid of that. They got to come out with the Motb. See? So that's what we know. That's what we know is coming. It's going to be a test. See? For the whole entire world. And if you're of the elect, you're going to pass that test. See? And you're going to be delivered by the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And with that, I hope that you were edified by this lesson. This has been Things Are in Place to Bring Out the Motb. I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.